If you prepare for holiday travel, the last thing you want to worry about is delays or people behaving badly at the airport. But data shows unruly passenger incidents are still on the rise. This is 10 Tampa Bay at 6. I'm Carolina Lee.
And I'm Dave Wagner. Tonight, 10 Investigates has an exclusive look at body camera footage from some of these incidents. Emerald Morrow is live at Tampa International Airport.
And Emerald, you have been going through reports for months now.
Yeah, that's right. You know, police here at Tampa International, they got body cameras about a year ago, and we really wanted to get an inside look at exactly what these cameras have captured when it comes to unruly passengers. So we made some requests for all reports related to battery on a law enforcement officer, as well as disorderly conduct, and the video that we got back is eye-opening.
I'm gonna make sure you don't fly.
You got me.
From holding up ticket lines to full-out fights.
This is illegal.
10 Investigates is the first to get a look at what Tampa International Airport's police body cams have captured since the department bought the equipment last year.
What I've learned is that the incredible patience some of our officers have, right? They put up with a lot of abuse.
Nationwide, the Federal Aviation Administration has investigated more than 1,500 unruly passenger incidents this year alone. That's almost 3 times as high as when the FAA first started tracking these numbers in 2017. And since then, the numbers have grown, peaking in 2021 during the pandemic with nearly 6,000 incidents.
These are incidents relating to passengers, in some cases assaulting crew members, assaulting other passengers in flight, approaching the cockpit door.
But that's just what happens on the planes.
That's my flight.
No, it's not.
10 Investigates requested all reports of disorderly conduct and battery on law enforcement at Tampa International Airport. We went through hundreds of pages and watched hours of videos of poor passenger behavior.
Sir, this is illegal. I'm having him push me off the plane. Relax.
Mitchell Murphy had a flight out of Tampa last year, but ended up in the Orient Road jail after this incident. Airline and police reports say Murphy showed signs of intoxication and was causing problems on the plane. When he was told to leave, he refused, and police carried him out by the seat of his pants. Murphy was charged with resisting arrest and drunken disorderly conduct. He completed a misdemeanor intervention program, and his charges were dismissed in September. Hi, may I speak with Mitchell, please? We reached out to Murphy, and he didn't want to talk about what happened, but he did write a letter to airport police apologizing for his behavior. But not every situation ends this way.
I'm Clayton Carrington.
Okay.
Just before Christmas of last year, Clayton Carrington was looking for his bag, but was headed in the wrong direction.
Did you have the suitcase?
But his officers tried repeatedly to redirect him to the main terminal.
Gary and I got this.
Video shows Carrington refusing to listen.
Leave me alone.
He then decides not to go. From there, the interaction escalated fast.
I'm staying down here.
You hit me. You.
Carrington faced felony charges for battery on a law enforcement officer. He was also charged with disorderly intoxication. His case was resolved with the diversion agreement.
He had hit an officer in the face with a cell phone. Officer was bleeding, took stitches to the face, and his partner didn't know where he's hit, just saw the blood coming out, and he was refusing to get into custody, so had to take a little more force than usual to take that suspect in custody. Once the handcuffs are off, the force stopped.
We reached out to Carrington as well. He didn't want to talk either, but he did tell us he is trying to put this behind him and move on with his life.
It's not often that disturbances turn into a physical confrontation.
Tampa International Airport has its own separate police force with Chief Charlie Vasquez at the helm. While he says scenes like this do not happen every day, they do disturb travelers and can sometimes even delay flights.
The airport can be a very stressful place. People are running late, they're trying to make schedules, maybe they have hours to kill till the next flight, they suffer a delay or two. they're upset, throwing a little alcohol on, people get angry.
The majority of the disorderly conduct and battery on law enforcement reports we received involved alcohol. It's not always clear if travelers came to the airport that way or had a few drinks on the plane, but passenger advocacy groups say more airline accountability would help.
We need a Dram Shop Act, and we need some liquor control on airlines. Every state has what's called Dram Shop Acts, which makes the server of alcohol liable if they overserve a customer. Airlines are exempt from that.
Paul Hudson with Flyers Rights says, with the exception of long flights, he would like to see a 2-drink maximum. But ultimately, it's up to passengers to be responsible. And remember, there are consequences if you are not.
There are. You don't want to get charged with battery and law enforcement officer. That's a felony in Florida, and it's you don't need a felony on your record.
Now, I know some of those videos that you've seen, they might be alarming, but police here at Tampa International just want to reassure you that this airport is safe. It's still one of the best in the nation. They get thousands of people who come through here every day with no incident at all. But again, still with the busy travel season ahead of us, they say, please make sure you give yourself enough time in case anything comes up. Reporting live at Tampa International, Emerald Morrow, 10 Investigates.